It looks like you blew up a lab.
I didn't do this.
If she gets convicted, she goes to prison for life.
The only thing you say from this moment on is, I want my lawyer.
A new So Help Me Todd next Thursday after Ghosts on CBS.
A new Blue Bloods, Friday on CBS.
Check your cameras. Trust only the best. Protect your family, home, or business with 24/7 armed response.
Perimeter secure.
Remember, AmeriGuards it.
Lithia Subaru of Fresno proudly sponsors tonight's first segment of Eyewitness News. Lithia Subaru of Fresno. Subaru confidence in motion. This is Murrow and Emmy Award-winning CBS 47 Eyewitness News at 11.
More rain and wind make for a cold night in the valley as the soaking from the latest storm continues.
And the rain didn't put a damper on a holiday tradition as drivers rolled down Van Ness Boulevard for the start of Christmas Tree Lane. We have team coverage for you and your family here tonight. CBS 47's Juanita Adame has a look at opening night of Christmas Tree Lane.
But first, Chief Meteorologist Lauren Wallace has our first look at the pinpoint weather forecast.
And we are still seeing some of the showers outside right now across parts of the valley, and we're certainly still getting the snow in the higher elevations. This is all winding down, though, as we go into tonight, and we'll get a break from the rain tomorrow. Let's give you a look outside with our Valley Cam network. I want to show you a time lapse from today. This is our CBS 47 studio camera. You'll see off and on some raindrops on the camera lens as we did get the rain moving through today. And here's one more view. This is the view from China Peak. Again, heavy snow continues to fall and it is windy up there. Here's a look at our radar satellite loop. Again, many of you are still seeing the rain move through, but if you're in parts of the North Valley, Merced, Madera, it's already moving out for you. So you're already starting to dry up. 45 degrees right now, Fresno, 45 Hanford, 42 in Madera. You are going to be feeling temperatures down into the 30s tonight. It's going to be a chilly night. So at midnight, showers will be moving out of the South Valley, so the storm system wrapping up. 40 degrees at 8 o'clock tomorrow morning, then 51 by 5 p.m. So a dry day tomorrow, but we do have a storm system that will impact our weekend. So I'll talk about that in your pinpoint weather forecast coming up. First, we'll send it back to Brian and Catherine.
Lauren, thank you. Along with the rain in the valley, we're seeing snow in the mountains. This video was sent to us by the folks at China Peak Mountain Resort. They will be open this weekend and say they're looking at fantastic conditions. And our team coverage continues with a Fresno tradition that's celebrating 100 years.
Fresno's Christmas Tree Lane opened tonight. It runs, of course, along Van Ness Boulevard between Shields and Shaw Avenue. CBS 47's Juanita Adame talked with sightseers who braved the rain tonight.
Hundreds of cars came through here tonight on the opening night of Christmas Tree Lane. There will be no walk nights this year. They're hoping to return those next year. The Martinez family were among those who braved the cold and wet weather to celebrate the opening night of Christmas Tree Lane.
I think it's awesome.
Their favorite displays?
The part with the Harry Potter decorations.
The answers, they said, were easy.
I would have to say the Harry Potter too. We're Harry Potter fans.
This is the 100th anniversary of Christmas Tree Lane in Fresno.
We love it. My kids love it. It's very awesome. I'm going to keep on coming.
Organizer Dean Alexander said it's not an easy job to put the lane together.
This here is about 2,000 hours.
It takes a lot of hard work to make sure all the corners of the lane are filled with lights.
What we do is we put out, high schools create displays, and we put the displays out in the dark areas we call where, you got elderly people that can't decorate, and some people are in transition, moving out of the house, they don't decorate, and we try to put displays so the visitors come down, they enjoy the entire lane.
We also talked to the Fresno Police Department today. They told us they will be handling traffic from Shields to Shaw Avenue to ensure that everything runs smoothly. Reporting here in Fresno, Juanita Adame, CBS 47 Eyewitness News.
Juanita, thank you. Emergency rooms in Fresno County are seeing a surge in patients suffering from respiratory illnesses. And because of this, the Fresno County Health Department is calling on residents to avoid ambulances and emergency rooms whenever possible in response to an overflow of patients. They say between COVID cases, RSV cases, and general flu cases, resources for treatment are being stretched thin.
So what we're seeing across the 4 counties is most of the hospitals are working at
disaster levels with very high capacity issues within their facilities.
Officials are asking that only those experiencing life or limb-threatening conditions use emergency rooms and ambulances at this time. And tonight we're hearing from Dr. Jeffrey Thomas, who is Chief Medical Officer at CRMC.
If you absolutely have to come to the emergency room, appreciate that, that we are under strain in the emergency room. It's not going to be an efficient visit. We still have to triage our ill in the best ways that we can.
Public health officials are encouraging patients who do not have a medical emergency to seek care at an urgent care or their primary care doctor, or use telehealth through your insurance carrier. For continuing coverage of the emergency room situation, be sure to stay with Eyewitness News on air and online at yourcentralvalley.com.
New at 11, caught on camera, an employee at a Fresno Kohl's assaulted when he tries stopping a man and a woman from stealing a shopping cart full of items. Happened yesterday at the Kohl's at Shaw and Brawley. Officers are now trying to identify these two. Boy, it doesn't get any clearer than that, does it? If you recognize them somewhere out there tonight, someone knows who these two people are. Fresno police want to hear from you right away. To the North Valley now, a shocking scene in Merced County courtroom. A man charged with the shooting death of a 9-month-old baby attacked before his arraignment. CBS 47's Ben Morris was there when it happened.
Take a look again at the video here. You can see the attacker standing up, striking Motshwani a few times before being taken down by deputies. Merced County Sheriff's Office tells us the name of the attacker is James Clay McCray, who was previously charged with first-degree murder. After wrangling McCray to the floor, the same deputies then quickly cleared the room to restore order. We caught up with the family after the assault, and Darius' mother, Monica Ayala, says this could become the new norm for Motshwani.
Every time you go in there, someone's going to come at you and get beat up every time. It's just, all I gotta say is be ready for what's coming for you, boy. Like, a lot's going to come your way, and you're going to be hurt, like damaged real bad.
On the morning of November 9th, Motshwani fired at a male companion walking with Ayala. She was pushing Darius in a stroller. Baby Darius hit by a bullet that took his life. His aunt saying the suspect deserves what happened in court.
Every little thing that he gets towards him, he deserves every little bit. Every little thing that happens to him in jail, prison, whatever, he deserves every little bit, no matter what.
Ayala tells us she and Motshwani actually grew up together and were friends since childhood. She now wants him to feel the pain being suffered by the family of baby Darius.
I want him to be crying on his knees, like, sorry, like crawling to me type stuff, like, I'm sorry I did that. Like, I want to see him suffer.
The Merced County District Attorney tells us Motshwani has been charged with 1 count of first-degree murder and 2 counts of attempted murder, and that he's facing life in prison. He would not say if the death penalty was in play. Ben Morris, CBS 47 Eyewitness News.
In the South Valley, a man wanted on 10 counts of child molestation was shot and killed in Tulare this morning. Deputies spotted a stolen pickup in the area of Cartmill and West Street in Tulare. Deputies confronted the suspect and say that he refused to comply with their orders for about 30 minutes. The suspect reportedly pointed a gun, and that's when deputies and Tulare police officers opened fire, killing him. The name of the 38-year-old man has not been released at this time. Eyewitness News has learned that the suspect is wanted for 10 counts of child molestation, and a warrant for his arrest was filed just yesterday.
The Mariposa County Sheriff's Office identifies a man armed with a knife who was shot and killed by deputies yesterday. He's been identified as 24-year-old Joshua Antelope. Investigators say that Antelope was shot by deputies about a mile from a church where they say he was trying to break into. The church also houses a school which was full of students at the time. Deputies say the young man refused to drop the knife.
New at 11, some lawmakers in the House have called on the Federal Trade Commission to take steps to protect consumers and businesses from so-called Grinch bots. Those computer programs are used to buy up popular toys and then resell them for a much higher price. Supply chain shortages already made finding in-demand gifts difficult, but with bots bypassing security measures and manipulating systems, the problem is even worse. New York Democratic Congressman Paul Tonko authored a bill to stop so-called Grinch bots.
Certain items that children really desire are unaffordable because of the Cyberbots operation.
For parents of younger children who some have their heart set on certain items, it can be really a difficult Christmas morning if you can't get it under the tree.
Senators fear that if these bots remain unchecked, the issues will only get worse as time goes on.
Coming up on Eyewitness News at 11, it was not the flight that was expected. A base jumper slams into the side of this cliff and then is left dangling.
And a man is run over and killed by a crane in Fresno. What led up to the tragedy?
And a guy says he's out thousands of dollars in cash and jewelry after being drugged and robbed by 2 women in the Hollywood Hills area. We're back in a little more than 1 minute.
All around us, events unfolding. Start your day with breaking news from the break of dawn to prepare you for the day ahead with Anthony Bailey. Megan Root, here when you need them. Investigative journalism, up-to-date pinpoint weather, on air and online. The Valley's only AM team on Eyewitness News this morning. Weekdays from 5 to 7 on CBS 47.
After 15 years of the Share the Love event, Subaru and our retailers have donated over $250 million to charity. Subaru is the largest corporate donor to the ASPCA and the National Park Foundation, and the largest automotive donor to Meals on Wheels and Make-A-Wish. Get a new Subaru, and Subaru and our retailers will donate $300 to charity.
Visit us at Subaru of Fresno or lithiasubarufresno.com.
We all need fiber for our digestive health, but less than 10% of us get enough each day. Good thing Metamucil gummies are an easy way to get prebiotic plant-based fiber with the same amount of fiber as 2 cups of broccoli. Metamucil gummies, the easy way to get your daily fiber.
Vicks VapoStick. Strong, soothing vapors help comfort your loved ones for chest, neck, and back. It goes on clear, no mess, just soothing comfort. Try Vicks VapoStick.
I was denied my Social Security disability claim, even though I can't work.
I'm so frustrated dealing with the government, and the last thing I want is some faceless lawyer on the phone.
I want personal attention.
Someone experienced
who knows our local legal system
and will fight for me.
When you can't work, the law offices of Robert Ishikawa will fight to get you Social Security disability benefits. Call 559-432-9600. Social Security disability is all we do.
Colbert's got a new Late Show with John Krasinski tonight on CBS.
Eyewitness News is brought to you in part by Central Floor Supply. CBS 47 Eyewitness News at 11 with Catherine Hurd, Brian Dorman, and Pinpoint Weather with Chief Meteorologist Lauren Was on CBS 47 Eyewitness News.
Oh my goodness, it does not get much scarier than this. A base jumper in Utah left dangling over the weekend after a mishap caused him to crash.
And it was all caught on camera.
Oh my goodness.
The man's parachute caught on a ledge, preventing him from reaching the ground. He was stuck there for 2 hours before rescuers got him down to safety. He was taken away in critical condition.
Here in Fresno, a man was hit and killed by a crane. It happened around 10 o'clock this morning at Belmont and Parkway. Police say the driver of the crane made a turn onto Belmont at the same time that man was crossing the street. Officers say due to the crane's height, the driver was unable to see the man. He was pronounced dead at the scene. His name is not released tonight. A Southern California man is sharing his story. He says he was drugged and he was robbed by 2 women that he met following a night out in Beverly Hills.
As Carlos Herrera reports, the man says the pair stole thousands in cash and jewelry.
The Hollywood Hills man, who wants to remain anonymous, says he was out with a group of friends on July 25th. They were enjoying bars on Cannon Drive when his friends began chatting with the alleged suspects. These 2 women you see here, who allegedly go by Holly and Brittany. The group eventually decided to bring the party back to the victim's house in the Hollywood Hills. His friends eventually left around 3 a.m., leaving him with the suspects. The 3 eventually made their way into his bedroom, and that's when he says the women began giving him shots of vodka, and before he knew it, he passed out.
The next thing I know, it's the next day, 15 hours later. I woke up with a massive headache. My body was aching, and I realized that my house was ransacked.
The women were gone, and so were 3 Rolex watches and petty cash. According to the LAPD police report, the value was over $17,700. The suspects are described as women between 20 to 30 years old. One was about 5'1" with brown hair and braces. The other is 5'11" with brown hair, a shoulder tattoo, a tongue ring, and glasses. The victim says police told him the women are transients in the area and they're part of a network that rob and target people.
And that was Carlos Herrera reporting. Still to come here on Eyewitness News at 11. Will the wet weather impact your weekend plans? Chief Meteorologist Lauren Wallace will have more of your pinpoint weather forecast.
And right now I do have your 4-day allergy forecast brought to you by Boz Allergy. Your top pollens, juniper and elm, low levels for the next 4 days. Our storm system is winding down, but we do have another one on the way that will impact your weekend. So I'll talk about all that in your pinpoint weather forecast next.
America's fate at home could be greatly improved by what's happening right now abroad. If the Chinese demand freedoms, imagine what that could mean to the world economic landscape. There could be an excellent opportunity for America and her allies to make a difference here. But we have to be together. And we are neither right now because of our toxic twosome of party politics. And the show is committed to staying on this because it's the cause of freedom. Demand better.
Toyotathon is on. Now's the time to get an exciting new Toyota. Like Camry Hybrid, RAV4, Tundra, and more.
How did you...
Magic.
Right now, shop a great selection and secure a low financing rate on all Toyota certified used RAV4, Camry, Corolla, Highlander, and Tacoma models.
Come in today.
Toyota. Let's go places.
Folks, it looks like we're gonna have to land this big old bird earlier than expected because it's the Xfinity Black Friday sale. Stream your heart out with the ultimate streamer setup when you get internet with unlimited data for $55 a month. Plus, get a free Flex 4K streaming box.
Oh my.
And for a limited time, get HBO Max included for 1 year. Even you, 22C. Flight attendants, prepare for streaming.
Drop everything. Get to the Xfinity Black Friday sale. Click, call, or visit a store today.
Papa Murphy's presents How to Change the Way You Pizza. Step 1, grab a delicious Papa Murphy's pizza. Step 2, bake. Step 3, chow down on the deliciousness. Order the limited time Hog Heaven pizza for just $12.99 at papamurphys.com.
Real-time views where you live. The Valley Cam Network gives you the latest conditions live. See them on Eyewitness News or online at yourcentralvalley.com. Anthony Bailey. One's online now at yourcentralvalley.com. Now, your CBS 47 pinpoint weather forecast.
Good evening and welcome back. The rain and wind picked up around 8:30 tonight, and this is how it looked in east central Fresno. We certainly got a good soaking rain. Many of you heard that line of strong rain move through, and it really added to our rain gauges. So some impressive rainfall totals for us today from the storm system, but it is starting to wind down. So let's go over some of our rainfall totals. In Merced, you were close to 7/10 of an inch of rain today. Fresno coming in at 64 100ths of an inch. Lemoore close to 3/10 of an inch. A little more than that for those of you in Hanford, and right at 3/10 of an inch for those of you in Visalia. Here's where our rain currently stands. Notice that if you are in Merced, Los Banos, Madera, you are dry. The rain has moved out of the area, so you're going to be clearing out. We are still tracking some snow in the higher elevations. So let's go ahead and zoom in and see where we're still seeing some showers. So here's the Fresno area. Clovis, really light for you. A couple of sprinkles lingering along Highway 168. Farther to the south, South Valley, you finally got to see the showers late afternoon and evening hours. Visalia, you're still getting wet weather right now. That stretches over into Exeter. And a little farther south, Tulare at the top of your screen. You're still seeing some showers right along Highway 99 toward Tipton. We're also seeing wet roadways, and that stretches over to Lindsay as well. Let's go over to the foothills. Springville, you're seeing some showers. You've had some off and on heavy showers within the last hour. And then checking in on the snow levels, this is Highway 168. The snow levels have been creeping down the 4-lane, right now sitting around 3,000 feet. So we are seeing some lower snow levels, but again, this storm system is wrapping up. So I don't expect to see much in terms of accumulations as all this moisture is starting to move out. So here's a look at the last 12 hours. Again, everything is ending. We do have some watches and warnings that are still in effect. So for the higher elevations near and north of Sequoia National Park, we still have our winter storm warning through 4 a.m. So we're still seeing some heavy snow in the mountains. And then in purple, our Tulare County mountains, we do have a winter weather advisory. So some lighter accumulations compared to our northern mountains, but we've still had some significant snowfall, a couple of feet. As we go into tonight, we'll also have a dense fog advisory go into effect for parts of the valley. Notice that this is closer to the Highway 99 corridor, not including Fresno, and then areas west of 99. So this will start at 1 a.m. lasting until 9 o'clock tomorrow morning. Visibility less than a quarter of a mile. So let's go ahead and time out the next couple of days. Here's midnight. Again, showers still impacting the South Valley, but by 2 a.m. everything's out of here and will clear out for the rest of the night. So here's 7 o'clock tomorrow morning. Dry for your Friday, a few clouds around. Things change again heading into Friday night. Notice by the later overnight hours, early Saturday morning, we'll get our next round of rain and snow moving back in. So for Saturday, I do expect to see some scattered showers. Those will continue into Saturday night and Sunday. And by that point, parts of the valley will have picked up another inch of rain. So more rain on the way. Snow with this next system this weekend as well. We do have a winter storm warning that will go into effect Friday at 10 p.m. through Monday morning. Higher snow levels with this weekend system above 7,000 feet. For tonight, 38 degrees for the low. Again, showers are ending, and then tomorrow a dry day, but cool temperatures. 53 Fresno, Porterville 55, Madera, Merced both 52, and Mariposa just 48 degrees tomorrow. Here's your extended forecast. Dry weather tomorrow, low 50s, and then late Friday night into Saturday, we'll see scattered showers. A few showers will linger into Sunday, and then will dry out early next week with cool temperatures. In the Sierra, a dry day tomorrow, and then we'll see snow levels near 7,000 feet Saturday with this next storm system. Sunday, they'll fall to 5,500 feet, a lingering snow shower on Monday, and then a little bit quieter for the rest of next week. So a lot of action for us today. We got a good soaking rain, and it's not done yet for the week. So this weekend, we'll get some more rain back in here, which is something we've been lacking recently. So it's good to see it back.
Needed it so badly.
Exactly.
All right, Lauren, thank you so much. Well, CBS 47's Renew a Ride has given away 10 cars to 10 deserving families. Now, with the help of our local Lithia dealer, CBS 47 Renew a Ride has given away 3 more. You can nominate a deserving family, and they could win one of 3 renewed cars. Just go to our website. You can do it right now, yourcentralvalley.com. Click on the contest tab and tell us why you should win. Your local Lithia dealers and our partners are renewing 3 cars for 3 deserving families. Entries end Sunday, December 4th.
Coming up in sports, Central Valley native Josh Allen in search of a big win in New England. Highlights from Thursday night football next in Sports Central.
The holidays are for making memories, and you can count on Honda to help you make them. Whether it's in a capable Ridgeline, adventurous CR-V, a rugged Passport, or a dynamic Pilot, start making memories of your own with a new Honda during Happy Honda Days. Buy online, reserve from select dealers, or visit your local Honda dealer today.
Fall allergy season has started with grass and weed pollen and high levels of mold in the air. Air pollution makes allergy symptoms worse. Boz Allergy knows coughing, wheezing, and headaches due to allergies and asthma can mimic COVID-19 symptoms, and flu season is starting. Come to Boz Allergy at the first sign of symptoms. Rest assured we'll diagnose and treat you accurately. Stay safe and stay healthy. Contact Boz Allergy today and breathe easier.
Here sits the McDonald's hash brown, the side that makes every breakfast sandwich better. Let's all be more like the hash brown.
Wake up to a big breakfast with hotcakes for $5.99 and add in any size Dr. Pepper for $1.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Every day, we go about our lives driven by routine. Our vision is clouded by the very normalcy we take for granted. Countless victims of human trafficking walk among us, invisible, until now. The Blue Campaign provides a unified voice for those who combat human trafficking. Whether it's forced labor, domestic servitude, or the sex trade, it's time to open our eyes. Learn what you can do to help by visiting dhs.gov/Blue Campaign.
Now YourCentralValley.com, pros who know.
At United Health Centers, you will find quality care in medical, dental, optometry, chiropractic, urgent care services, and more. Visit us today for all of your healthcare needs.
For more expert advice, go to YourCentralValley.com/pros who know.
The latest conditions live. The CBS 47 Valley Cam Network on Eyewitness News. Now, Sports Central, presented by Toyota.
Fresno State quarterback Jake Kaner will be behind center for the Mountain West Championship game this weekend in Boise. But he revealed Thursday in a Fresno Bee article he sprained 3 of 4 major ligaments in his ankle against SC and fractured a bone on the outside of his ankle joint. He says the initial diagnosis was a 10 to 12-week recovery, but got a second opinion, and 6 weeks later, he was back on the field, as we saw. Well, speaking of quarterbacks with ties to the Valley, former Firebaugh High and Reed College QB Josh Allen in New England for Thursday Night Football. Second quarter, a little laser to Stephon Diggs there for the 8-yard score. That throw perfectly on script. Now, this next play a little off script, but Allen's so good at making something happen in those situations. On 3rd and goal, gets it to Gabe Davis somehow. Another 8-yard touchdown. Allen goes 22 of 33 for 223, 2 scores. Bills win 24-10. At 9-3, they're a half game up on Miami in the AFC East now. Time for Raiders Now, brought to you by Toyota. So you're saying there's a chance. According to the New York Times NFL playoff predictor, the Raiders still have a 4% chance of making the playoffs at this point. At 4-7, they're currently 3 games out of the final spot in the AFC, but they've won 2 in a row. Currently favored in 3 of their next 4 games, so who knows? They host the 6-5 Chargers Sunday in a game you can see right here on CBS 47. A Central Valley pitching star has decided he wants to play his college baseball in the Pac-12. Tulare Western Junior pitcher Justin Cuellar II committing to UCLA earlier this week. He's a 6'2 lefty who has touched the low 90s on the radar gun. His dad, a former Fresno State pitcher by the same name, says Justin had other offers from the Dogs, Long Beach State, and 3 other Pac-12 schools. Hey, it's turning time for high school hoops. Clovis West girls off to a great start this season. Of course, they're in search of another CIF title, taking on Oak Ridge out of El Dorado Hills. Now, the Trojans went 25-6 last season, but they were no match for C-Dub. Freshman Cameron Macias with the 3, then it's senior Atoya Montgomery on the drive. She's committed to Long Beach State. And then it's highly touted point guard Athena Tomlinson. Montgomery and Tomlinson each finished with 11. The Golden Eagles win 73-34. They've won their first 5 games by an average of 54 points per contest. Finally, that video a little better than the rest from Thursday. It's Bemis' best. The Bulldog women playing their first true road game of the season Thursday night at Portland State. And how about Amy Book in this one? The senior from New Zealand, nailing threes from everywhere. Looking like Steph Curry out there. She finished with a career-high 31, including 8 made threes. Unfortunately, it still wasn't enough as the Dogs fell by 2, but Book shooting at least gets her a coveted spot in Bemis' best. 8 threes, that's a lot. She was 11 of 17 from the field, 8 of 14 from downtown. Guys, back to you.
Thanks, Scott. The state capitol is looking a bit more festive tonight. Governor Newsom and his wife do the honors at a tree lighting ceremony. We'll have that story straight ahead.
Toyota-thon is on. Now's the time to get an exciting new Toyota. Like Camry Hybrid, RAV4, Tundra, and more.
How did you...
Magic.
Secure your delivery and low financing rate on the legendary Tacoma and powerful Tundra. Or lease a Tacoma for just $349 a month.
Come in today.
Toyota. Let's go places.
KFC has a great deal on a classic meal. The Colonel's Classic, our signature 7-piece meal, is back in just $19.99. Get 7 drumsticks and thighs in your choice of KFC's world-famous original recipe or the Colonel's own extra crispy recipe. You decide, then add a large mashed potatoes with gravy, large coleslaw, and 3 home-style biscuits, and you've got a complete meal the whole family will love for only $19.99. The Colonel's Classic, an original recipe or extra crispy. Just $19.99 for a limited time, only at KFC.
With dentures from Aspen Dental, all they'll see is your confident smile. How do we do it? We provide exceptional care all in one place, and our denture experts craft natural-looking dentures right in our in-office labs, because we'll do anything to make sure your smile looks like your smile. Right now, get replacement dentures starting at just $2.99 per arch. We can even get started today. Aspen Dental, anything to make you smile. Schedule your complimentary denture consultation now.
You can start your day wanting an all-natural pregnancy and end it wanting an epidural. It's called being human. A human who takes care of their eyes, then stares at their phone, who embraces self-care and believes beauty is worth some pain. So go ahead and do your 10-step skincare routine and make the 11th son. Teach your kids that aging is beautiful while trying to prevent it. With traditional medicine and alternative remedies, there's no wrong way to treat life at Rite Aid. And don't forget Rite Aid this holiday for all your last-minute gifting needs.
For fast sore throat relief, try Vicks VapoCool Drops with 2 times more menthol per drop and the powerful rush of Vicks Vapors for fast-acting relief you can feel. Vicks VapoCool Drops. Fast relief you can feel.
I like to boost it. My vitamins can boost it. I like to boost it. We like to boost it.
Find your boost. Uplifting Vitamin Boost.
Boost it.
The sounds and sights of the Sugar Plum Fairy return to Fresno. How you can see a nutcracker like no other.
And weather-wise, we'll continue to track rain across the valley. When's the next round moving in? Join us in the morning.
Coming up on The Late Show with Stephen Colbert, tonight's guests are actor John Krasinski and actress Sarah Polley. Governor Newsom and his family were in the holiday spirit tonight.
They helped light the official Capitol Christmas tree. Take a look.
3, 2, 1.
Almost as good as Christmas Tree Lane. It's beautiful, though, isn't it? The tree is 65-foot white fir from the Sierra Nevada community of Camino. It is lit by 14,000 LED lights, features 250 traditional ornaments. There's also another 250 handmade ornaments. Those are made from children and adults with intellectual and developmental disabilities. The tree will be up through the new year if you want to go take a look there in Sacramento. It's beautiful.
It really is.
Oh, yeah. You know, the choir singing and just, you know.
In the spirit.
That's right. Wow, what a gorgeous up-close look.
Yeah, I love that.
Okay. Let's talk weather.
And then there's weather. I know that rain canceled a lot tonight. We're going to get a break from the rain tomorrow, but heading into the weekend, we do have more showers on the way, so something to think about if you did have some holiday plans. Showers will be winding down on Sunday, and then we will be dry throughout next week, but temperatures will stay cool and in the 50s. In the Sierra tomorrow, getting a break from the snow, and then another system this weekend will move in. Higher snow levels on Saturday, so that means that we will get some rain where we've been getting snow today. They will be dropping, though, by Sunday back down to 5,500 feet with a slight chance for lingering snow shower Monday.
Okay, well, that will do it for this edition of Eyewitness News here at 11 o'clock.
The Late Show with Stephen Colbert is up next. Good night.
CBS 47 Eyewitness News is on air, online, and on the go. Take Eyewitness News with you and share your stories with us on Facebook, Twitter, and on yourcentralvalley.com.
This van just hit me out of nowhere. I thought I was dead.
After the accident, I was in a lot of pain. I had a fusion, and I decided that I needed to get an attorney because I could not work. I looked on the internet and called Jacoby and Myers. They had their own dream team for everything, every need, every area. They took care of me like a queen. I would recommend you call Jacoby and Myers. They really went to bat for me.
Choose Jacoby and Myers.
What makes best reviews the best reviews?
Ooh, pretty colors.
They have an unbiased team that researches products in real-world situations
Oh no, Count Bristol. We settle this dispute through dance.
to give honest, reliable recommendations on just about any product you can imagine. So you can be confident that whatever you're buying is right for you.
Faster, Count Bristol, faster!
Whatever you're into. For the best reviews, go to bestreviews.com. Seriously, before you buy anything, ever.
At Rally's, we're celebrating Fry Season Greetings with the Fry Lovers Burger. Get the classic hand-seasoned patty with American cheese and piled with our oh-so-famous seasoned fries. And now, the Fry Lovers Burger is part of the 2 for $5 mix and match menu for a limited time. Want even more? Taste Rally's Fry Season Holiday Hero, the super loaded Buford. All the bacon, fries, and whoa, a double burger can hold. Don't miss out. Just like the holidays, these will be gone before you know it. Fry Season Greetings from Rally's.
The CBS 47 renewal ride, 3 cars for 3 deserving families.
City officials in San Francisco approved a controversial measure that allows police-controlled robots to use deadly force.
The SFPD policy just considered by San Francisco supervisors allowing robots to kill suspects in certain critical situations.
That's it. This weekend, you are grounded.
Destroy.
Cut it out. I love you.
It's The Late Show with Stephen Colbert. Tonight, Tweedledum. Plus, Stephen welcomes John Krasinski and Sarah Polley. Featuring Louis Cato and The Late Show Band. And now, live on tape from the Ed Sullivan Theater in New York City, it's Stephen Colbert.
Wow. You're right, baby. When you're right. Up here. Down there. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you, my friends. I love a Thursday. That's that Thursday vibe. That is fantastic. That is amazing. You know what that is, Louis? That is a Thursday audience. You cannot fake that feeling right there. Unmistakable. You can't bottle it. Welcome to The Late Show. I'm your host, Stephen Colbert. It is Thursday. December 1st, which means by law, you must throw out that turkey from Thanksgiving. Stuffing's probably still good. Asked a loved one to give it a sniff. Speaking of things that are starting to smell bad, Elon Musk. Ever since... There you go. Ever since he took over Twitter, it's become a flaming porta potty dropped out of a helicopter. Among other blunders, Musk unleashed chaos by letting anyone buy a verified blue check mark for $8. That caused a lot of confusion. And some companies like Eli Lilly lost billions in market cap thanks to Twitter impersonators. Well, now Musk has found a solution to all the problems he caused by that stupid check mark. 3 more stupid check marks. He's announced he's rolling out a gold check for companies